Welcome to PHNX Daily Bets. I'm your boy, Shawn the Paz. This is the boy in my phone known as WD-40, aka Damon. If you know, you know.
What's going on?
What's poppin'? Like I said, welcome to PHNX Bets. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a 5-star review. In the words of Bomani Jones, if you leave a 4-star review, I'm inclined to believe you are a hater. We got game 5 tonight. It's some big basketball, and I had to tap no one else other than our resident Heat fan, Damon Dog.
Sadly, at this point.
Yeah, let's get into it. How you feeling tonight?
I think that for the most part with the Heat this playoffs, every time that I think they're going to lose, they win, and every time that I think they're going to win, they lose. So that gives me a little bit of weird confidence going into this game, being like, well, I feel like the Heat are going to get blown out.
Yeah.
And then part of me is like, well, maybe that's what they want. That's exactly where the Heat want to be.
Yeah. I mean, your immediate reaction when we were watching game 4 was the Heat are going to win game 5. Like it was because a foregone conclusion for this reason.
Specifically because of this reason, how consistently inconsistent they are.
I mean, 2-0 so far in elimination games in these playoffs. But, you know, this is a little bit of a different beast than a Celtics team that you managed to let come back from being down 3-1.
I mean, these guys are just unstoppable.
Yeah.
I think everybody talks about like shot variance and like role players kind of leading the way for the Heat. But at the same time in this last game, like when Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown are giving you buckets, when Jokic is not having a great game, I don't know. It's pretty tough to come back from that one.
Yeah, Adam in the chat asking, I'm assuming he means Damon. Does he call you Damo?
Yeah, that's a thing from our professor at Cronkite. Forgot the N on my name in a class. So. That's
crazy.
But yeah, it's my boy Adam, and he is absolutely the best better I know. The guy's unreal. He just reads lines like it's science.
That was a great time to say, Shawn, you're the best better I know.
You have your moments.
I have my moments. So generally speaking, is there any hope, or have you given up hope?
I've given up hope on the series, but I think tonight I could definitely foresee somehow like just a grinded out like 5-point win, 3-point win, something like that. And
you think Jimmy is I'll lie on Jimmy?
I could see like a Jimmy masterclass game, like one last. He kind of did it against the Lakers in the last time that we were in the Heat were in the finals. It was game 5 exactly. He put up like a 40-point triple-double.
Was that when we got the picture of him leaning over on the field?
I believe so, but that might have been earlier. He had 2 games that were crazy in that finals, and one of them was to extend the series to game 6, and then it ended in game 6 in a complete blowout.
Yeah, and once we get to our picks in a little bit, I have a feeling I could see the game going like that. But the good news, I guess, depending on who you are, or no, I guess bad news. There's a chance that 48 hours from now, all we have to bet on is baseball.
This is true, but at least the Diamondbacks are a wagon.
That is true. It's a great time to be betting on baseball.
This is correct.
I think it's time. I texted Jacob this yesterday, I believe, maybe 2 days ago. Jacob finally got on the Corbin for MVP. He got in a little late though.
Yeah, I did it after the game. You guys did it before the game.
We did it like earlier this week, so we got it at plus 15,000.
I actually got it on one book at plus 20,000. I was
got
looking
it at
around.
plus 600.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 6,000.
Okay,
I got a plus
gotcha.
6,000.
So-
it's plus 2,000 today.
It's plus 2,000 today.
It's- Dude,
Only
coming.
he's fourth right now.
It's coming.
Dude, I didn't read
were
that
there- yeah.
line like a.
Oh, no,
I was
absolutely.
like, Sean, you need in
Yeah,
on this.
and I did. And now, if Corbin Carroll somehow manages to win MVP,
He's like-
I will make $1,500.
He should be a top 4-3 candidate
Yeah.
at this point in the
And
season. I don't understand.
Yeah, absolutely. And the best part about doing betting specifically on BetMGM is that I've been using my free bets on it.
Oh yeah.
So like I that's free money. Next free bet, because you get one every Wednesday and Saturday when you log in. Next free bet is going on MVP or World Series. I think it's time.
Yeah,
to start
we
my
might have
dollars.
to.
Are plus 3,000 for the World Series.
Behind the
Plus-
Padres.
Plus
Yeah.
1,400 for the National League.
Yeah,
Behind the San Diego Padres.
behind the San Diego Padres. The National
Pretty
League is
unreal.
probably like a very realistic option, just because that there's some decent teams in the AL. The entire AL East is good at baseball.
I
And
love those odds. Plus 1,400
plus,
for
but
them to win the
1,400
National
to win the
League.
National League.
That's solid.
They can compete with anybody, especially if Zach Gallen remembers how to
Add one pitcher.
pitch. Yeah, 1.5 because we need Zach Gallen to come back.
This is true.
But also, a good reason to bet, or it's a good reason that you're only going to be betting on baseball is because BetMGM has their Swing for the Fences promotion. Super simple. All you got to do is get your computer to work because it went to sleep on me as soon as I'm going to read the ad, and then you log into BetMGM Sportsbook app. You play the BetMGM MLB free-to-play game from May 27th to September 7th. That's the entire baseball season. Be a batter and pick an area of the strike zone. Depending on the area of the strike zone you pick, you'll get a single, double, triple, or home run. I have not or you could pop out. I haven't popped out yet, so I've gotten a prize every time, and the prize, will be associated with the type of hit you get. You can only play once a day, and it must be used on an MLB bet, and it expires within 24 hours. When you use it, don't waste any time. Place a bet. So if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code PHNX. There's a few different offers depending on where you live, but for our Arizona audience, you will get up to $100 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. Again, make sure you use bonus code PHNX. Check out the show notes for phone details, and now listen to the boy who had his wisdom teeth taken out this morning, Shane, talk to you about the disclaimer.
Disclaimer, 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369, New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan.
Michigan. Rumor has it that they got hairy balls in Michigan. They need to get manscaped. It's a perfect time.
Everyone knows that about Michigan.
It's a well-known fact that they got the hairiest balls in Michigan. So they need to check out Manscaped. And you should check out Manscaped if you're still looking for a Father's Day gift, because there's nothing more embarrassing. Oh, it's Shane. What's poppin'? Hope you're feeling all right, bud. There's nothing worse than having a hairy dad. I'm gonna just say that. I mean, I would rather have a hairy dad than no dad. Which
Jesus,
is kind of but,
oh my God.
If you got a hairy dad, get him Manscaped for Father's Day. It's perfect. You can have him join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and you'll get 20% off and free shipping on that Father's Day gift when you use code PHNX at Manscaped. I was kind of just reading here, and then it said, "Mama's gonna like this one" with a winky emoji. That's terrible. I hate that. I hate it.
I don't want to buy it for my dad.
I don't want
now.
exactly now, right? It's just you want it's not just for below the belt though. They got everything. They need the nose hairs, because if you're giving your dad a hug and his nose hair is so long it's tickling up on your or ear. Nothing worse than a man with extra hair that you shouldn't have there. That's all I'm gonna say. The Ultimate Father's Day MVP package got Beard Hedger Pro Kit, Beard Hedger trimmer, beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and 2 free gifts: combs, a free comb, and scissors.
Yeah, you get all of it. This stuff
All of
works,
it.
people. I've had it. It's fantastic.
It's unbelievable.
Best
So
on
check
the
'em out.
market.
Check them out. It's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use code PHNX. Don't forget that you came from your dad's balls. That's what it says for me to say. This year, show your original home some love with Manscaped. That's crazy, dog.
Wow.
That's crazy. You know what's even crazier? Our picks and props. Actually, not that crazy. Let's go into Damon's, because I want you to do this. I just want you to start with your first pick here.
Okay.
You're a little bit of a coward, if you ask me. You didn't pick the game. You don't believe in him that much, but
Well, there's a reason I didn't pick the
Okay.
game. It's because the Heat won they won the game 4
Yeah.
first quarter. They won the game 3 first quarter.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. They tied the game 3 first quarter. They won the game 2 first quarter, and they lost the game 1 first quarter.
Okay.
So they've won. They're 2-1-1 in first quarters. One would be a push, and I think that this is good odds. I mean, they've clearly come out hot and then not been able to sustain it against the Nuggets for the remainder of the 3 quarters, from what I can watch at least. And I'm riding with that wave if I'm getting almost plus 200 odds on it. I thought about first half, but I was like, you know what? First quarter is where they've been getting their money at this series so far.
I respect that. Kind of, but not really. Show my picks. The Nuggets, I get that this is the Miami Heat, and if they win, I'm not going to be like, how did this happen? Because it's the Miami Heat, and they're just gritty like that. But the Nuggets have just clearly been the better team here. I think they lost on purpose just so they could win at home. And I don't think they're going to wait until Game 7 to do that. And there's no value in the money line. No disrespect to the Heat, but I think if the Nuggets win, they'll cover this 8.5. So I like that. And then the under 209. This has been free all series. They're just, especially when the Nuggets win, they're not scoring points. It was 210 earlier in this series. It cleared that easy. They failed to hit 200 on a couple of occasions, I think. So I love that under.
The Heat have been under like 100 points in every game, and the Nuggets are getting like 108, 107 in that range. So it's pretty good. It's a pretty good line.
I do like your props though. If we want to go right into those, these aren't too bad.
So I don't know. The tip thing could really go either way. That was just like, I saw it and I was like, oh, he's more athletic. He can jump higher than Jokic.
Fun.
So I'm going in on it. Bam has hit 20 points in every game this series. It's been close a couple of times. I think he's gotten 20 and 22, but he's hit it in every game. So I'm riding with that. 2 rebounds at plus 170 for a guy who averages about 30 minutes per game is pretty low in my opinion. In this series, he has 3 straight games of 0 rebounds. He had 2 in game 1. He gets 2 in almost every game he's played this playoffs, or averages over 2. So I was like, I think that maybe that line's getting cut a little low because he hasn't been successful rebounds, and I think you can just luck into 2 easy. Yeah. And then I saw a stat going into this game about Jokic that he needs like 14 assists to average a triple-double for the playoffs if they win today. I think he's going to go for it, try to get that triple-double average. And so that's why I think that him recording a triple-double is pretty free.
Yeah, especially at plus money. I like that.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Though my props are pretty gross. This one's not. Jimmy Butler, top point scorer. He's got the same best odds, but they're plus 220. Like we were talking about earlier, Jimmy's not going to go down without a fight. Like I think we're going to end up getting like a 40, 45, 50 point performance from Jimmy Butler in a loss.
That's tonight. I like that.
Jokic obviously the favorite, but the Nuggets are weird. Like sometimes you get those games where Jokic puts like up like 25, and then it's just like
Well, even if he puts up 30 and Jimmy just has
drops,
like a Jimmy playoff game from earlier.
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting to an arms race between Jimmy Butler and Nikola Jokic. I'm gonna take the Jimmy Butler top point scorer, and then these other two I've been rocking with them the last few games of this series, and they've rocked Michael Porter Jr. aka Maga Porter Jr. aka Michael Poopy Jr.
aka Never Swing the Rock Porter
aka
Jr.
Never Swing the Rock aka Michael No Passer Jr. Okay, I was gonna get there in a second, Shane. I know. I'm taking his under assist. He hasn't had an assist at least the last 2 games. I think I bet on him to take over an assist at one point just because it was like plus money. I will never do that again.
He never swings the rock.
He doesn't swing the rock. Yeah, exactly. Under minus 115. Decent odds for something that hits basically every game. And then Max Strus has been booty cheeks.
So bad.
So bad. So bad. This, I believe, has also hit in 3 straight games. Pretty easily. I think in at least one of those games, he didn't hit a single 3, maybe 2 of them.
Well, he's a free agent after this or during this offseason, and he has really probably fumbled the bag pretty big here in this finals with how poorly he shot. Take out one game, I think I saw that he's shooting 4.7% if you take out game 2.
Yikers. Hate to see that. Shane hates to see the glaring
We're not going to steal your flow, dog.
I couldn't do it. Caleb Martin. This is probably the first game of these playoffs, at least the last 2 rounds, where Caleb Martin has not made an appearance on PHNX Bets on a day that we're talking about the NBA Finals. Listen, he hasn't been like. He's been
pretty bad.
He's not been good. been, man. He hasn't really been
He
good.
had that one stretch where
He
he was
did.
really good, where he scored the 8 straight points. But other than that, it's been pretty rough.
I'm sorry, Shane. I know you're recovering from like a severe surgery, and by severe surgery, I mean your wisdom teeth. But I couldn't do it. He didn't do it, and I wasn't gonna force him to do it. That's your flow. He couldn't like.
I'm not gonna steal your flow.
Couldn't steal your flow. For those who are interested, Caleb Martin's total right now, PRA, is at where is it? Oh no, he usually takes points, doesn't he? Yeah, he usually takes points straight up. Caleb Martin's points
in the chat.
8.5.
8.5 right now. 9.5.
Shane set his expectation in the chat with 15 plus points.
Okay, 15 plus. I bet you. Let me find that real quick because you can get that also on BetMGM. I don't know. I'm not going to try and find it, actually.
Hopefully we see some Caleb Martin magic. I don't mind PRA either because Caleb Martin's a really good rebounder. He jumps pretty high. He crashes the boards well. So if you want to add that rebounding in, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, Caleb Martin to score plus 260 for Caleb Martin to score 15 plus points.
Not bad.
Look, I mean,
I like that a little bit more than just taking the straight up 8.5 or 9.5 because if he scores 5 more points, you get way better odds. And I feel like he's had plenty of games where he gets 15. So it's not crazy for him to get 15. If he's in the flow, he's probably going to continue that flow, I would say.
Shane does make a good point. He's hit the over. His over's been relatively low. So it also has not been great. Not a lot of guys on the Heat have been great, though.
No.
Let's be honest.
Pretty much just Bam.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's been okay.
Yeah, let's hope Jimmy's more than okay tonight for the sake of my picks. Well,
And
more than
my
okay,
picks.
but not like God mode. Jimmy Butler, 40-point first quarter. Who says no?
I'm with it.
Who says no?
40-point first quarter. I don't think it's ever been done.
I don't think it's ever been done until tonight. Why not?
Clay probably is the closest to a 40-point quarter in general, right?
Oh yeah,
he scored like 36
quarter,
in one quarter,
Yeah.
didn't he?
I think I was in a third quarter.
Yeah. To start a game like that would be freaking
That'd be
insane.
nuts.
Especially if you manage to lose that game, that would be the most embarrassing.
Just to come out
thing of all.
hot like that.
Yikes. Well, let's hope we don't see that. Honestly, let's be real. I don't care what happens tonight. I don't give a shit about the Heat. I love Erik Spoelstra. I think he's the most underrated basketball coach of all time. And I would love for him.
Zero coach of the years is so disrespectful.
Unbelievable.
It's
but
one
also,
of the biggest
but
travesties in
also,
sport.
like, when has he had those? Like, that's the thing that's crazy about him is he's very much like Jimmy Butler as a player. I feel like it's like his regular seasons are like okay. They're nothing that blows you out of the water. But then he gets to the playoffs.
This one in particular, the one regular season that was special was when there was one where he was 15-30 with Dion Waiters.
Yeah.
And like
Syracuse legend.
Dion Waiters. And it was just a really, really bad team. James Johnson, Tyler Johnson, and
Dion Waiters.
He went 30-15 or 30-11. Sorry, he was 11-30 and then went 30-11 second half to finish 41-41. It was pretty impressive.
Dion Waiters like the only man to ever overdose on marijuana. Which is not actually what happened.
Yeah.
But if you know the story, you know.
there's like rumors that like he was like given it by someone else on the team, and it's like a whole big thing.
Yeah. God, but he was cold, that Cuse. I'll say that. Thank you guys for joining us. I'll be back here tomorrow with the only Steve Peters talking Game 5 of the NHA Finals. That Miami team, or that South Florida team, I should say, because they play in Sunrise.
Both are limping.
They are limping severely after doing something crazy throughout the rest of the playoffs. It is really, really crazy how much these playoffs have mirrored each other.
Yeah, I mean, 2 8-seed South Florida teams beating Boston teams in a Game 7 in Boston.
And then getting to the finals and getting kind of dog walked by a team in and around the Rocky Mountains.
Yes.
Hate to see it if you're a Heat fan. I don't really care. Saul put it perfectly this morning on Twitter. If the Nuggets win, I'll be really happy for DNVR Nuggets, and then nobody else because Nuggets fans suck.
Should be great for content.
We'll be good for content. We'll see. If you want to see that content, though, follow us at PHNX. Well, follow the show at PHNX Bets. Follow the whole operation at PHNX Sports on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. You can follow me at Sean_DePaz. You can follow him at Damon Dog with a W, right?
DAWG.
Yeah. Bark, 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 bark. You can hear from both of us in about 40 minutes on the PHNX D-Back show. Mailbag Monday. Can't wait. My first ever Mailbag Monday.
It's huge.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
You'll never forget your first Mailbag Monday.
Derek and I took an hour and 15 minutes, just the two of us on the last Mailbag Monday. So now that there's 3 of them,
We were through 2 questions.
sorry, Damon.
And we were at 50 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to be able to work today because I got to be on Sun Devils at 2 p.m. also. So we'll see what happens. It's a big day for your boy. But that's all we got. In the wise words of Shane Giefenbach, peace, love, and for one last time, Caleb Martin over.